We're here at Conf, and we have had the opportunity to speak with one of today's speakers. So if you'd like to introduce yourself and tell us where you work and your role.
Sure. My name is Rob Hinchcliffe. I guess I'm a social and community kind of consultant. I used to work for an agency called Think. I'm working right now for a music startup called Rushmore.fm. That's about it. And I kind of work with communities and social. That's really what I do.
Brilliant. So a couple of questions on first the community manager role. What do you think the essential skills are for a community manager in a company?
In a company, I think you have to be open and communicative, because a community manager should really be at the centre of a company in terms of it should learn from what the PR department's doing, what the marketing department's doing, what the design department doing, what the devs are doing, because unless you know all that, you don't know where your company's going, and therefore you can't tell the people who are writing about, talking about, buying, thinking about your product, whatever it is, what you're doing. And I think being at the kind of centre of everything is is a skill in and of itself. So I guess that's the most essential thing I'd say for community managers, to be able to know everything and get it all and put it out there in a way that your consumers, or your audience, can understand.
And if you were encouraging a boss of a community manager or a managing director, what would you say to them about letting their community managers get on with it?
Get on with it. I would say give them the support and the structures they need to do what I just said. Go out there and have a little bit of each bit of the essential parts of the company they need to know about, but also make sure that they are able to go out there and know their audience as well. A lot of times, I think community managers put them away in go away into the little community management, module or their desk or whatever in their office, and just sit there and try and think of their audience as this kind of virtual number, whatever it is, whether it's number of followers or whether it's your score on your how much people like you as a brand. And I think getting out there and pushing people to get out there and meet people who they're talking to is a massive thing, which is quite scary for a lot of community managers in a weird way, but is also incredibly valuable.
And we're here at Conf today talking about people skills. In your experience, what are the important skills in working in or leading digital teams?
I think knowing what people do. It sounds really weird, but there's a lot of, even if you work in, like I used to work in a digital agency, so there are a lot of different factors within the agency, in terms of what are people doing, and a lot of times you can be blind to how they work and why they work and what they're doing. And I think knowing what people do, and if you're not managing them directly, if you're going to be working with them in a room trying to come up with ideas or working out how you're going to implement somebody else's ideas, it's essentially how they do their job and why they do it that way. And I think getting to that place is a good start for anybody.
And just finally, what do you think is the biggest need or challenge in the area of digital skills currently?
I would say it's this idea of convergence that we hear so much about. Is up there. Yes, we are as different industries working together, because the digital industry is not the digital industry anymore. Publishing is digital, any media is digital, TV, music, publishing, all those things. And I think that convergence causes a lot of friction as much as it does kind of excitement in terms of what we're doing. And we work at different paces, we work in different ways, we work with different tools. And again, knowing what people that you're working with, how they do things is essential, and it takes a long time to do that, I think. And I think that's knowing how other people do their job and how other industries do their job is a big challenge for us.
And if that's a barrier in teams, how does a team that's being put together overcome that?
Work with them. I mean, I talked about working on Utopia in my presentation with Channel 4, and we were on set for a few days. We sat with the production teams and things like that, and we asked them, how things worked, because we realised quite early on when they just, sat around the table laughing at our ideas, that they worked at a very different pace and things change very quickly in television. So going out there and actually watching them do their job and helping them do their job is immersing yourself in how they do things, and the other way around as well, because in digital we tend to rely on buzzwords and lots of tools and graphic and acronyms that other people have never heard of. So bringing people in and showing them how things work in a very kind of involving way is probably the best way to go about that.
Brilliant. And if anyone wants to connect up with you, Matt, or read some of your stuff online, can they do that?
Yep, sure. I'm at Hinchcliffe. It's that easy. HINCHCLIFFE or robhinchcliffe.co.uk.
Brilliant. Thanks again.
No worries. Thank you.
Source LF are London's leading creative communications and media recruitment agency. Be sure to like our video and subscribe to this channel. Take the moment to watch another of our videos on screen now.